So yeah, here I am with my first impressions on Final Fantasy X, and some other small update stuff. Yeah, I know, spamming updates again. Feels like September, doesn't it? But anyway, well, I just started up 10 on, I think I started it on, Wednesday. But I haven't, for real been able to play it until, today. 12, it's 12:46 right now. I started playing it at like 10, so clearly I'm addicted now. But my first impressions on Final Fantasy X, so far it's great. I mean, the gameplay it strongly resembles, well, I won't say strongly, but it manages to keep to its roots a bit. Unlike Final Fantasy 12, or well, rather 11, 12, and 13, and 14. I'm looking at you, 14. You suck. But I mean, don't get me wrong. 13 is great. I haven't played 12 yet, or well, I have. I'm just kind of in the introduction. But anyway, enough about Square's other failures. But the graphics look great. They actually look like they could be early 360 games. Just in my opinion. I'm not like, giant graphics expert or anything. And the music, that's another thing. I like how they kind of remixed some older Final Fantasy music at times. But, that's just me. A lot of people complain about Tidus being a whiny asshole. I don't mind. It's a nice change of pace from all the emo, from like all the emo Final Fantasy protagonists. Cloud, Earth got killed. My life sucks. Skull, I don't care. I don't know about Zidane because I'd never played Final Fantasy IX. And then they had to go back to that pace with 13 Lightning. She's not really emo. She's kind of like bitch slap. No, but seriously, she like bitch slaps someone every 2 seconds. I don't know what her problem is. Is she like on a is her time of the month like constant or something? Is it like not a time of the month or something or whatever? But enough about my shitty thoughts. But yeah, so far I really like it. I like the summons. And like I said, but it's just a great game so far. I like how it's not too linear. But it's linear. It's linear enough to where you know where you're going. But the difference between that and 13 that I really like is that playing 13 the whole time it kind of felt like you were traveling down a giant hallway. But 10 actually allows you to do something besides just walk down this giant corridor or hallway. Yeah, I mean it allows for exploration. So that's always nice. I always like to see that in a Final Fantasy game. But there's not really much I can say about the game yet because because I haven't beat it, or well, rather, haven't gone far enough into it to give a true judgment. But I don't know if I told you guys about my goal yet, but it's to beat 10 games in 25 days. The reason I made this goal is because, as you can tell, I kind of got like a shitload of games lately. From buying that. Well, almost half of which come from that PS2 I bought. But yeah, and it's timed out perfectly because spring break is coming up. Now I've got some bad news. Final Fantasy VI. I'm not gonna blind LP that anymore. Why? Because it was one of my favorite games as a kid. I feel like it's I feel like it's kind of downgrading it to blind LP. I want to LP that game to its fullest potential. If that makes sense. I feel like it would insult the game to not have played it for 7 years, I think, and then just play it just so I could LP it. I wanna get to know the game again, so I can provide a legitimate LP instead of, you know, just a blind. But, yeah. Hopefully you guys won't be too mad about that. But I have been considering doing Final Fantasy IV because I don't feel too strongly about that game. It's not a game I would. It's not a game that I would mind doing a blind LP of. So yeah, those are just some of my thoughts. And as for Super Mario Galaxy 2, I'm still waiting for. I'm still waiting for like you know, to get my new TV, because I mean, if you look at that thing that I have back there, I don't mind its size. The fact that it just doesn't have 2 ports for my audio, video, and surround sound. Therefore, if I want to record, I have to make it so that my game system isn't playing on my TV. It's actually playing on my laptop, and that won't be such an issue if you know, if it weren't for the fact that there's like a 2-second delay, sometimes, you know, half second to 2 seconds in between like, you know, when your character would actually do something on the TV and when they, you know, when they actually do it on the computer screen. Therefore, I could really provide some problems, especially in a game like Super Mario Galaxy 2, because, well, you know, it's, you know, just the nature of that game. And as for an update on Super Meat Boy, I know I just posted a video of how hard it was. I'm on like the last level before the final boss. It's so hard, dude. It is so hard. I spent like 15 minutes on one level. But it's like, ugh, I can't do it anymore. Not as in like, you know, I'm giving up on the game for good, but I'm getting away from it for a while. And the reason I can't give up on it is because that's one of the 10 games on my goal thingy list, whatever you might call it. But you know, just in case I've never told you guys about this before, the 10 games on my list are Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, Soul Calibur 3. Now, before you say, but Soul Calibur 3 is a fighting game, and that doesn't count. Actually, yes, it does, Ho. It has a story mode. Final Fantasy X, you know, the game I just gave my first impressions on. Dragon Age. Final Fantasy 12. Let's see, what else is there? Super Meat Boy. Trying to think. Come on. Crap. I just like totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Pokemon White, so that's 8. I didn't want to do that. Oh yeah, Resident Evil 5, that makes 9. And then there's one more. Hold on, I'm pausing. I need to go see. Because I just can't remember off the top of my head, so whatever. Oh yeah, that's right. It's Duodecim, or well, rather, Dissidia Duodecim 012 Final Fantasy. The reason I didn't remember is because I pre-ordered it. It's not out yet, so yeah. Yeah, based on my last couple of videos, you might have been able to figure out what my 10 for the 25 were. 10 for the 25, that sounds kind of catchy. You know, I could actually make that into... I might make that into an actual thing. Okay, all side thoughts aside, really long. Yeah, so apparently, I'd have to beat a game in 2.5 days in order to meet my goal. But I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm just gonna, you know, play whatever in the time allotted. So yeah, whatever. So yeah, I guess that's all I've got to say. Now, vote in the comments if you want me to delete my blind FF6 videos, or if you just want me to keep them up there and continue the LP non-blind from, you know, from where it was. Because, I mean, I wasn't very far, maybe, I think like 3 parts or so. So, you know, starting the LP over wouldn't really bother me. So, yeah. Toodles.